McDaniel. A 24-yard pass and run touchdown. And Calgary will go for 2 again.
Munoz and Boyette both watching here and looking at Jerome Messam on the play fake. They hold too close to the line of scrimmage, don't get deep, don't drop into the passing lane, and Marquay McDaniel, who was open on the Bakari Grant throw and catch, stretches to the end zone there.
Another 6-play, 75-yard drive for the Stampeders. And another 2-point convert attempt coming.
They're just reviewing that.
Make sure he got in before his knee touched.
Yep.
All scoring plays and turnovers are automatically reviewed by the CFL Command Center. Calgary hasn't embraced the 2-point convert like some other teams have. The BC Lions are the leading practitioners of the 2-point attempt.
Well, they moved it closer.
Try it again. To the corner and incomplete again for Daniels, though they're 0 for 2 on the Bo Levi Mitchell to Devaris Daniels 2-point convert try, but another touchdown for the Calgary Stampeders and a 12-4 lead on Ottawa on the CFL on TSN from the Stampede Center.
Starts tonight.
Shout out to everybody back home in Virginia. Shout out to all the family watching, man.
Marquay McDaniel hadn't scored a touchdown in his previous 7 games, but now has his 4th of the year.
You always want consistency. And this Calgary offense has now had 2 drives, both 6 plays, both 75 yards, both ending in touchdowns. That's consistency from the offense. A little bit of balance with the run game and that little throw out of the backfield to Messam, and Marquay McDaniel stretches for the major.
Last time Ottawa played here last year was a 48-3 loss to Calgary. In fact, Rick Campbell, the head coach of Ottawa, has deep ties to Alberta, both Edmonton and Calgary. They lost both games in Alberta last year by a combined score of 94-20. And went on to play in the Grey Cup game.
Tough to win here in Calgary. A lot of teams will tell you that.
That was justice for McDaniel. You mentioned he was wide open on the 50-yard gain to Bakari Grant earlier. He was doing jumping jacks at the 20.
Waving frantically for the ball on that one.
He did everything but take out an ad in the newspaper. Here's Tristan Jackson now for the 15-yard line. Jackson brought down by Glenn Love as he gets up close to the 35-yard line.
Now, both times Trevor Harris has come on the field, he's been chasing. He's trying to keep pace here with this Bo Levi Mitchell-led offense. Trevor Harris, 4 years older than Mitchell, but 25th start for Harris. 14-9-1 as a starter.
From the 33, Harris pump fake, looking upfield. Trying to find Kreiner, who makes the catch down to the 39-yard line. Jerron Kreiner with a terrific grab and a gain of 39 yards.
Well, there they go. They're going to test him. They've thrown a few to that wide side now, and Shaq Richardson. And as aggressive as Richardson played in the first series, trying to undercut a couple of throws, not surprised at all to see Trevor Harris go up over the top.
Ottawa leads the league in average gain per pass. Now Harris goes the other way. And finds Greg Ellingson, but he's stacked up right away by Josh Bell. The safety comes up, and there's no gain.
4 300-yard passing games for Trevor Harris this season. His first 4 games came out of the gate on fire, real hot. I mean, look at the difference here. Interception to touchdown ratio. But again, I mentioned back spasms last couple of weeks. Feels better now.
On second down, looks over the top, has a man. It's Kreiner. The pass out of his reach. He was in behind Shaq Richardson, and the pass just about a yard too far.
Double move by Jerron Kreiner, and just missed him, and Trevor Harris knows it because he has him wide open. There's Shaq Richardson playing off. Lots of room for the receiver, but watch the double move here. Little stutter and go, and is in behind by 5 yards and just missed.
Now Milo from 46 yards out. Draw Ottawa back within 5. And Halo puts it through, so Ottawa hanging in there. A couple of field goals, and the opening quarter comes to an end with the Calgary Stampeders dominant at home, holding a 12-7 lead on Ottawa. The CFL on TSN. Back to Calgary in just a moment. Back here in Calgary, the numbers through the opening 15 minutes favor the Calgary Stampeders. 6 for 6 on second down conversions was Calgary in the first quarter of the game, and 2 6-play 75-yard touchdown drives for the Stampeders.
Yeah, Ottawa has come back with an answer after every one of those series, but they're answering touchdowns with field goals.
Calgary came in with a reconstituted offensive line, 3 changes, and so far so good.
Yeah, 3 changes because of 1 injury. Shane Bergman goes down, and they've had to make those changes, but no problem for Bo Levi Mitchell early in this game. You know, he negotiates the pocket better than any quarterback in the CFL, but also getting the ball out of his hands quickly, Gordon. That's one of the reasons that you can work with a young offensive line that has had to be put together due to injury.
Calgary has allowed 12 sacks so far this season.
That's incredible.
The next fewest coming into this week was 22. Montreal's allowed 35.
Yeah, it's 1 per game, almost unheard of.
Maybe back with you, Glenn.
Yeah,
the last time I worked with you, you had a mustache. So it has been a while.
It's been a while, if that's the case.
Roy Finch from the 15-yard line, and Finch with a punt back for a touchdown on Labor Day. Stumbles out to the 33-yard line. And Pruno came up to make the special team stop.
I think I did my first game with you, though.
You did, and you referred to our production truck as the van. and I had to remind you that van cost $10 million.
Well, the vans
have changed over the years.
Vans have changed, and they're doing well down there now. Let's see. Bo Levi Mitchell can put a 3rd straight 6-play, 75-yard drive together that is capped off with a touchdown.
This franchise, the model of consistency.
Well, now he needs 78 yards, so we'll see.
Mitchell, a quick throw, caught by Durant. And Lamar Durant gets free at first down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 13, and we talk about the model of consistency. Of course, Rick Campbell, the Ottawa head coach, was here as a running backs coach, defensive coordinator as well. And he was just talking yesterday about, it sounds simple, but the Calgary philosophy they're trying to emulate is every day your focus is on trying to do things that help the team win. Don't get distracted. Don't get lost in drama. Just focus on helping the team win. Everyone.
You know, that sounds simple, and it sounds like you know that's an automatic, but it's not. You have to maintain that focus, and you have to do it with 45 different guys.
There's Messam on the first down carry, and Jerome Messam out across the 50 for a gain of 6.
And you have to have good leaders who lead by example. And for Calgary, that starts with Bo Levi Mitchell and his preparation.
But you mentioned he's 26. Most quarterbacks in Canadian Football League history have had their best years in their late 20s and early 30s. Is it possible he's just entering his prime?
Yeah, well, I think he's right in it. He's right in that prime that could last. Again, these 2 quarterbacks we could be watching go head-to-head as 2 even rising stars, as accomplished as Bo is, in the CFL for the next 4 or 5 years.
Gain was 6 at 2nd and 4. Mitchell looks for McDaniel. He's open again, and McDaniel the catch. And Terrell Gavins pushed him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The gain is 39. Another big gain for Calgary.
I was wondering about Terrell Gavins and the matchups that he may get on that inside receiver. For Gavins, it's a bit of a challenge. He was a halfback and playing from the outside looking into the offense. Now he's a linebacker lined up on the inside of the defensive formation and has to cover both ways on that inside 3rd receiver in Marquay McDaniel. That's a challenge to completely different in how you approach it.
Calgary back in the red zone, 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. From just inside the 20, Mitchell finds Parker. Anthony Parker. The flag comes down late on the tackle as Parker got inside the 10. And a gain of 13 yards.
It's going to be unnecessary roughness penalty. Blitz coming from Ottawa. Why do they just have 12 sacks on the season at this point? None in the first quarter because of that recognition.
Major
from
foul,
Bo Levi Mitchell.
unnecessary roughness, Ottawa, number 22. Half the distance to goal, automatic first down.
Jeff Richards called for unnecessary roughness.
There's the major foul. But that recognition by Bo Levi Mitchell, saw the blitz, threw to beat the blitz. His arm beat the blitz, not protection that time.
First and goal from the 3. Give to Messam, touchdown! Jerome Messam with his league-leading 9th touchdown of the year. Calgary is rolling. Bo Levi Mitchell's over 200 yards passing already. And Calgary has scored 3 first-half touchdowns.
They just cannot, the Ottawa Redblacks, get a stop here. Bo Levi Mitchell sells this after he hands it off as if he wanted to throw to his left, and that can freeze a linebacker for a split second. Watch Mitchell wait. He just looked out there like, I might throw it. Who has the ball?
And Calgary will go for 2 for the 3rd time.
And now they're chasing a little bit.
Chasing the deuce.
Yeah.
That's a 5-play, 78-yard drive, so a completely different story.
Yeah,
so that's a totally different scenario there. But the 3 drives have one thing in common. Each has featured a big play of 30-plus yards.
And got all with majors.
Going back to Daniels again. No, short this time to Darquay McDaniel. So the 2-point convert is good. The Calgary Stampeders extend their lead on Ottawa, dominating here at McMahon Stadium.
Thing, but let me show you again Bo Levi Mitchell when he gives the ball to Messam right here. Go ahead and roll it, guys. Watch how he gives the ball to Messam and then freeze it right there. Now look, he's still looking like he's going to throw. He's still got his hands in the throwing position like he has the ball in his hands, and that can freeze a defender for the split second that Jerome Messam needed. He makes Damaso Munoz miss. Touchdown, Calgary.
And here's Tristan Jackson inside his 5-yard line. Jackson trying to find a seam, gets up to the 23-yard line. He was tripped up there by Adam Tebow. And so Ottawa will start at its own 23-yard line, hanging in there with 12 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, but the bolts on the pressure cooker keep getting tightened on Trevor Harris when he has to come on the field after a major by the Calgary Stampeders. That defense got to get a stop for Ottawa.
They fake to Van and a quick throw to Ernest Jackson. And Jackson, the go-to man of late for the Ottawa club, has a gain of 12 and a first down.
By the way, Gord, that's my Captain Obvious comment of the day. I usually have one every game. That the Ottawa defense needs to stop.
First down carry for Trayvon Van, and Van moves the pile across the 40 for a gain of 5.
Interesting player, Trayvon Van. You know, it's just for him, it's been just opportunities and not as many as the lead tailbacks in the league. He's got the same rushing average as Jerome Messam.
Right.
Just been on and off because of injury.
He missed 6 games, was on IR.
Yeah, exactly.
Early season injury. Mark has a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 now for Ottawa from its own 42-yard line. Here comes the blitz. And Harris gets the pass away. Caught by Ellingson across midfield down to the 53-yard line. Tackle made by Jamar Wall, a gain of 15 and another Ottawa first down.
Greg Ellingson leads this receiving core in Ottawa in average per catch, average yards per catch, which surprised me. I had to double check that, not to take anything away from the abilities of Greg Ellingson, but Chris Williams is in that receiving core.
Here's Van with a first down carry. Got tripped up there by Brandon Smith. Well, Ellingson had a 218-yard receiving game against Toronto this year. The best receiving day in the league so far in terms of yardage this season.
Yeah, and I mean, a guy who has 6 plays over 30 yards. So he'll get in behind you. He just does it in a different way than Chris Williams.
Got a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 Ottawa. Back to Van. Bounces outside, a first down to the 35-yard line.
Wow.
That looked like it was going nowhere. Glenn, he gets 11.
That jump cut just in the hole, and there was no hole. This was supposed to be the hole right in that A-gap between center and guard. And when he got the ball, no hole there. Jump cut to the outside while moving downhill. Good player. Just needs more touches.
6 carries, 42 yards so far. First down Ottawa at the Calgary 36. Oh, look out. Now Harris has a man over the top. Ernest Jackson, touchdown. Maybe not the way it was drawn up, but Ernest Jackson now has touchdown catches in 6 straight games, and Ottawa strikes back.
Yeah, it was supposed to be play action. Back went the wrong way, or Trevor Harris opened the wrong way. Right at the top corner here of your screen, you'll see that layered post route from Ernest Jackson, who keeps his touchdown streak alive.
In behind Jamar Wall. So in addition to needing a stop, Ottawa needed a drive. Came up with a big one there.
Halfway there.
That's a 6-play, 86-yard touchdown drive. The point after is good. And Ottawa remains within a touchdown. Ernest Jackson finds the end zone again. 7 touchdown receptions on the season, including 6 consecutive games for that one. Receiving core, but they call him Uncle Ernie in the nation's capital. And Ernest Jackson, 7 touchdown catches on the year, including 6 consecutive games. Now 1 shy of the Ottawa club record.
That's pretty impressive name.
That's Ottawa football royalty right there.
That's right. Doesn't get much better. Tony Gabriel. 1 more game with a touchdown, and he'll tie the great Tony Gabriel. But boy, those 4 targets. Ottawa Redblacks. Tough to defend, tough to double team. Who do you double team in that receiving corps?
Here's Roy Finch now from the 5-yard line. And Finch gets brought down the 27-yard line, and that's where Calgary will go to work. And now the question is, can Ottawa's defense come up with a stop?
Can they get a stop? And we talked off the top of the show, Gord. I mean, look at the drives. How consistent is that? 205 yards passing. We're not finished the first half for Bo Levi Mitchell. We talked about that offensive line and all the changes up front. 3 changes because of the injury to Shane Bergman with Derek Dennis in at guard. Doesn't seem to be bothering this Calgary offense.
And Ottawa came in having allowed the fewest opposition touchdowns in the Canadian Football League this season. First down Calgary from the Stampeder 28. Here's Messam on the first down carry. He bounces outside. And takes a hard shot for the safety, Jeff Richards, a gain of 8.
Mark Nelson, the defensive coordinator for Ottawa, may have to just start putting more pressure on the back end on his secondary by sending more blitzes, whether it's a first down play with a Messam run, because you can eliminate the gaps against the run with a blitz, or if Bo Levi Mitchell tries to throw it, Nelson has a blitz called, he might get there. He's got to start to disrupt this offense.
Mark Nelson, the son of Hall of Famer Roger Nelson. Great CFL player in the 50s and 60s. Now the play fake to Messam. Mitchell looks over the top, and the pass is caught. Siobhan Wisconsin makes an unbelievable one-handed grab. Just his 3rd reception of the year, but a gain of 24 yards.
3rd catch for Briskassen's going to make the TSN highlight reel and maybe a play of the night candidate. One-hander on the opposite side of his body.
That's the 8th different receiver to catch a pass for Calgary this afternoon.
Keep rolling.
First down from the Ottawa 51-yard line. Play fake to Messam. Mitchell has all day. Looks again, and this time he can't reach up and grab that one. Wisconsin let that go just over his head. And Bull Levi Mitchell has some constructive criticism on the route.
I just got to show you, and I'm not picking on Terrell Gavins here at linebacker. He's going to get blocked by Rob Cote here, the fullback, who's a tight end in this case, but he's got to get off that block. I mean, if the Ottawa Redblacks are going to get pressure on Mitchell, they can't be tied up in blocks like that. You got to get defenders to get rid of their blocker, get up the field, and get in Mitchell's face. He's not been the only one, but that was a clear example of it.
2nd and 10. Here comes the rush again. Mitchell gets it away, and the pass incomplete for Lamar Durant. So it brings up 3rd down for the 51-yard line. Calgary will punt for the first time this afternoon.
Sorry, Gord. Better protect or blitz and a better angles to the quarterback. It forced Bull Levi Mitchell to at least retreat and try to throw off his back heel.
That's the first time this afternoon that Calgary did not convert on 2nd down.
Wow.
So now Maver will punt. Jackson will go back along with Chris Williams. Williams, of course, was one of the most feared return men in the league his first time around in the CFL. Now takes this at his 5-yard line. He gets not much up to the 13-yard line as the tackle is made by Calgary's Glenn Love. Trevor Harris and Ottawa down by 6 with the football on the CFL on TSN when we come back.